guys, this is Lala Legacy, and welcome back to another episode of Tokyo School Life. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, because that would mean the whole world to me, and after this video, if you liked it, please hit that like button too, because that lets me know that you want to see more from me. Alright, let's jump in. Maids in real life are female domestic servants. In otaku culture, the Victorian English style of maid fashion was picked up as a sort of fetish. So now, it's at the point where many girls serve customers while dressed in maid cosplays at places called maid cafes. I thought the same thing about gothic Lolita fashion, but it's probably because it originated in a faraway country that this kind of new juxtaposition can be born here. It's so fun! Like a festival, don't you think? Oh yeah, but didn't Karin say something like that? If Harajuku is normal, then Akihabara is abnormal. It's true that otaku culture could probably be considered ceremonial. Ceremonial? The term is used in Japanese folklore. That which isn't an everyday occurrence is considered to be like the sun, which is ceremonial and fulfills wisdom. On the other hand, the informal is that which is everyday and mundane, and fulfills the basic needs for living. Oh, I see. This conversation has gotten pretty hard to understand. The maid cafe Nya Parlor is having our grand opening today, meow. Please come visit right away, meow. Oh, master, lady, please take one, meow. God, the girl in a maid outfit took something small out of her basket and handed it to Sakura. What's this? A Katyusha maid headband? It's the staple of maid fashion, a lacy headband with frills. I have one. Sakura stares at the headband for a little bit, then silently places it on her head. Master, welcome to Akihabara. Today, I, your maid, will show you around Akihabara, meow. Oh, what is this? So cute. This is pretty embarrassing. I have a newfound respect for people who do this for a living. Despite her statement, she doesn't take off the headband. Maybe she likes it more than it seems. Oh god, that was so cringe. So cringe! Along the main street, there's electronic shops, anime shops, arcades, and more. On the side of an anime shop, there's a huge billboard for Samurai Maiden. The anime's gotten so popular on TV. Everybody's so excited about Samurai Maiden. I'm so happy, but I don't know, I feel a little lonely too. Oh, I know what you mean. It feels like the masterpiece that only I knew is now suddenly a major hit. Yes, but if everyone comes to love Saigo-chan this way, then it's for the best. Yeah, definitely. Okay, shall we go on? What's with that evil look? Sakura takes me into a building with many different stores inside. We go up the escalator and first go to a model store. Wow, so many figures! Figures of characters from manga and anime are on display in a glass case. They're all so well made. Cute, cool, sexy. They show off each character's individual charm. My butt's on. Look, it's a figure of Saigo-chan. What? Where? I push myself up against the glass case that Sakura points at. Oh, it's really Saigo-chan! Saigo-chan's figure looks radiant. Her pose looks like she could spring into motion at any moment. The way her hair spreads, the texture and folds of her clothing, her flushed skin, and the small patterns on her traditional Japanese clothing, every detail is perfect. Everything's very high level. I'm sold after one look. Oh, I want this. I wonder how much it costs. This figure, it's not the anime version, it's the manga version. You could tell that? Yes, if you compare the anime and manga versions of Saigo-chan, the anime version is rounder and emphasizes her cuteness. The most obvious difference her eyelashes. Sakura takes out a memo pad and swiftly draws Saigo-chan's eyes and shows me. Yeah, the design in the manga version has more finely detailed lines. Sakura, I can't believe you drew that without looking at anything. I like Samurai Maiden so much, I often copy the artwork. So do you draw in your school notebooks? No, if I did that at school, I could be found out as an otaku. So if I draw anything, I erase it immediately. What a waste. Anyway, this figure is a garage kit, which requires assembly. It's probably a bit too difficult for someone with no experience. Oh man, too bad. Sometimes the popular kits are made into regular figures for public sale. Okay, I'll wait for that. Sakura, if it goes on sale after I go back to my country, let me know by email, okay? Next, we go to an anime shop. Yikes! Japanese BDs are really expensive! True, I can't deny that they are relatively expensive compared to the box sets sold overseas. Japanese anime BDs sell for the pretty hefty price of about 8,000 yen, or $80 per disc, with 2 to 3 episodes each. When you consider that in North America, the same anime sells for a whole season of 12 episodes for about $40, it's a big difference. Still, to make up for that, the encoding rate is higher, so the picture quality is top-notch, and there's lots of bonuses too. I want the BDs of Samurai Maiden! But, my butt-son, by the time the BDs go on sale, you'll be back in your country, won't you? Yeah, you're right, but I want to get at least the first volume. I really want to read the first edition bonus as soon as possible. It's a brand new manga chapter by the original author. If you like, I could have it sent to Tomoe Dormitory and then forward it to your mail address. Really? Thanks, I'll reserve it right away. I immediately ask the clerk to reserve a copy for me. To avoid any difficulties, I pay everything up front. My funds for enjoying myself in Japan have depleted a bit, but I won't regret it. My butt-son, you learned Japanese through anime and manga, did you not? Yeah, I did. After Sensei taught me the basics, that is, anime was really useful for practicing my listening skills. Well, for that, did you watch fan subs? Sakura whispers into my ear in a quiet voice. Whoa, surprise attack! Her face is so close, my heart's racing! In other countries, fans translate anime that are aired in Japan and add their own subtitles, and release them as fan subs. Well, they're doing it without permission, so when you think about it from a legal standpoint, it's pretty shady. I guess Sakura was worried about that, so that's why she whispered. Well, lately there's a lot of online streaming of officially licensed translations, so I think a lot of people watch anime that way. If I remember right, Samurai Maiden had an official English version streamed the day after the Japanese air date. Oh, is that so? Yeah, but there are some anime that aren't officially translated, and also the encoding rate isn't that good. So it's not like fan subs don't exist anymore. I can understand the feeling of wanting to watch the anime you like in good quality as soon as possible. Yeah, that's it! I know it's not exactly an admirable thing to do, but it's the heart of a fan that makes us want to see it anyway. Next, we go to a Dojinshi Shop, oh no, that takes up an entire building. Wow, this is Dojinshi? Dojinshi. That's what they call fanzine publications that Japanese otaku make based on their favorite series. The world of Dojinshi is extremely broad. The largest event for selling Dojinshi in Japan is Comic Promenade, which is abbreviated as Komipro. It's held twice a year for 3 days in summer and winter, and attracts over 600,000 visitors each time. For something that is, at heart, an amateur event, it's pretty amazing. Also, the cream of the crop of doujin culture, also are the source of many professional artists in Japan. Many commercial manga artists started as Dojinshi creators. This is all Samurai Maiden Dojinshi? Yes, please take your time looking at it. As the Samurai Maiden anime has started airing, there's a special shelf dedicated to it on this floor. I take one book off the shelf. There is a full-color illustration of Saigo-chan on the cover. It's drawn in more of a shoujo manga style than the original. It's a thin book without many pages, yet it costs 700 yen, which is about $7. It seems a little pricey when I think about it. Still, I'm quickly pulled in by the charm of Dojinshi. The original comics of Samurai Maiden do have quite a bit of humor, but first and foremost, it's a historical drama. Yet the Dojinshi have nothing to do with that. There's mushy romance, nonsense comedy, and heartwarming comic strips. They're all taking the subject of Samurai Maiden and doing whatever they want with it. I could feel the love they have for Samurai Maiden through their creations. It's like I could just tell the creators of the books are undoubtedly my comrades. My butt, did something catch your interest? Sakura, thank you for bringing me here. Yes. I think I'm gonna like Samurai Maiden even more now. I understand. That's how it feels when you find a good doujinshi. It's wonderful. I'll buy this for now, and this, and this, and this. Oh, maybe this one too. Please be careful not to spend too much money. She's right. If I spend too much, it's gonna be tougher later on. But still, I can't buy these in my home country. For now, I'm gonna look at everything from start to finish before I decide. Oh, my butt's on that shelf is... Uh-oh. A bit farther, there's another Samurai Maiden shelf. I randomly reach for one of those dojinshis. Oh no! Just as I'm about to, Sakura stops my hand. My butt's on, let's leave! Oh, but I still want to shop. That shelf is not what you're looking for. Sakura's face is bright red as she runs away, pulling me. She uses strength I couldn't imagine coming from her normally. Oh, was that hentai manga? We're still high school students. If you want to talk about that, at least wait until you're grown up. Even once we get out on the main street, Sakura doesn't stop moving. To escape, she pushes her way through the crowd, running at top speed. After running several hundred meters, Sakura finally stops. She stops in place and immediately crouches to the ground. Sakura? Sakura holds her chest and seems to be suffering. Oh no! It's okay. If I take my medicine, it'll stop soon. Sakura takes some medicine out of her pocket. Her hand shakes and she seems to be suffering. Can you take your medicine okay? More importantly, I need a drink. Got it. I look around for somewhere to get a drink. Right nearby, I see a familiar sign. McDonald's! The burger shop that's known all over the world! Oh, the menu items in Japan aren't so different. This is for her to drink her medicine, so I'd better not get something with a strong flavor. I order an iced tea for Sakura. Sakura, here you go! Thank you. Sakura places the medicine in her mouth. She puts the straw to her lips and sips up the iced tea bit by bit. We rest for about 10 minutes, and Sakura's breathing is finally back to normal. Sakura, I'm sorry! My butt's on, you have nothing to apologize for. I was too careless. It was an overseen development. Unforeseen, sorry. No, I know you have health issues. I should have been more careful. I'm really sorry. Sakura seems to be thinking about something. She begins checking something on her phone. The map app? Then, my butt's on. If you're feeling guilty, would you mind going on a walk with me? Sakura walks away from Akihabara. Our surroundings change into a business district. There's also no more otaku-ish people around. My butt-san, what do you think about the existence of those kinds of things? She must mean that Dojinshi I looked at. I don't know. It's not like it matters what I say here. I was surprised at that concept. Man, I was really surprised. I don't get the concept of making everything under the sun into hentai like that. Creative freedom can go too far sometimes, can't it? Yeah, that's what I meant, sure. To be honest, I quite dislike such works. However, I do think that the vast variety of otaku culture, which includes such works, is a splendid thing. Variety? In other words, free expression. I see. As we walk, Sakura speaks slowly. It seems like she's getting her thoughts together. I have quite a serious illness. Yeah. That is also why I'm in the care of Tomoe dormitory. My parents are in the UK, and only I remain in Japan for my medical treatments. That's pretty lonely, huh? Oh, no! I have Karin-san and Aoi-san, and also now you as well, my butt-san, so I'm not very lonely. I'm glad I could help. My symptoms have been intense since I was a child. I spent more than half of each year hospitalized. That's how I spent my childhood. I couldn't make friends very well because of that. There wasn't anyone else my age at the hospital. Looking back now, I must have seemed like a gloomy child. I can't imagine that from how you are now. Thank you. However, I had a dramatic encounter during that time. Can you guess what it was? Maybe manga? Yes. I was instantly swept away by these lovely stories. I would keep reading in bed, even until late at night. Yeah, I know what you mean. When you find something you like, that's how it goes. I learned about good and bad, devotion and betrayal, all from manga. All from manga. The fact that I'm now acting human like this is thanks to manga, and thanks to Karin-san and Aoi-san, my two wonderful friends. I'm overwhelmed with Sakura's passion and can't say a word. Okay, we've arrived. Sakura has taken me to a very big park. Families and couples are walking about. I also see a few street performers here and there. Sakura brings me before a bronze statue while looking at her phone's map. This is... Yes, this is a statue of Saigo Takamori, the person Saigo-chan is based on. Oh, this is the inspiration for Saigo-chan. But it's a big dude and a dog. So manly, it looks nothing like her. Yes, Samurai Maiden is being silly in a way by making him into a cute girl. There's likely many people who were so offended by it. But Samurai Maiden is so good. It teaches so many good lessons. That's all because Saigo-chan is a girl. I think so also. Society calls otaku interests vulgar or indecent, but I think everything, including those elements, are. Sakura looks up at the statue of Saigo Takamori. A samurai doesn't fear death. Sakura speaks Saigo-chan's catchphrase out loud. Despite being smaller than everyone else, she tries her best not to lose to anyone. I admire this about Saigo-chan. Sakura seems to be glowing as she speaks. I guess I lose. You really love Samurai Maiden a lot more than me. Do you think this is a matter of win and lose? I wonder, but I don't feel frustrated to have lost to you. We're both comrades who like the same manga after all. That's it. But still, if you like Samurai Maiden that much, why don't you try and draw your own Dojinshi? Sakura's eyes open wide as she stiffens at my words. Huh? Did I say something wrong? I hadn't thought of that. What? Huh? A fan work of Samurai Maiden. Oh, what an awe-inspiring, wonderful idea. Huh? Sakura? I wonder if I should expand upon the third volume with some romance. However, a 4-panel comic strip also seems fun. Amazing! Oh, so amazing! Hey, Sakura! My butt-san, can I ask you something? Yeah! Let's go back to Akihabara and buy art supplies. Oh, maybe we could buy them around here too. I'm going to research it right away. She starts searching on her cell phone with extreme intensity. I've got the feeling I might have started something big here. Yeah, you opened up the floodgates, my dude. Well, as long as you're having fun, Sakura. Sakura's eyes burn with excitement as she takes my hand. We're both comrades who like the same manga after all. Yeah, of course. Somehow, I could just tell that I'm going to get roped into all of this. Well, I mean, it was your idea. Sakura-chan! How'd your otaku date with my butt go? Hee. I had so much fun. Whoa! I never knew it was so wonderful to have a friend with a common hobby. He understands the difference between figures based on the manga and anime versions. I didn't know that the amount of official English language broadcasts of anime are increasing. I'm learning so much from him. A great creation can cross borders and find popularity all across the world. It's a nice feeling knowing something you like is also enjoyed by others. I'm going to draw a Dojinshi of Samurai Maiden. I can't wait to start working on it. Hold it right there! Oh, I'm sorry. I got too excited and started rambling. No, that's okay. Sakura-chan, you type so fast! I've walked around Akihabara alone before, but I never thought it would be so much fun to hang out with a friend there. Oh, so your date with my butt-san was just so fun, huh? Yes, very much so. Nice! It's no fun if you don't get embarrassed when I tease you. Oh, were you trying to tease me? You teased me a lot when I went out with my butt, so I was trying to pay you back. I don't remember teasing you, Karin-san. What an airhead! Oh, I'm sorry. Be nice, guys! Okay, I'm done fuming here. Bedtime for me. Good night. Good night. Have a good night's sleep. Hey, my butt, wake up! Wake up, it's morning! Ohayou gozaimasu. It's the first week of exams in Keakidai High. These are the final exams before summer vacation. They have a huge impact on our grades. Starting 1 week before the exams begin, all other school clubs are canceled so students can dedicate their time to studying. So the Karate Do Club has off this week too. When I have the Karate Do Club, I wake up every morning at 5 a.m. But for now, I can make it to school if I wake up by 7. It's been a while since I had such a nice, restful morning. Karin. Good morning! What's that expression for? Go wash your face! I slept too much, now I'm sleepy. What a lazy bum! Watch me and learn how to get your act together. Yeah? Ohayou gozaimasu. Morning, Sakura. My butt-san, when I see AOI-san come and wake you up in the morning, it reminds me of something. Yeah, maybe. What is it? It's on the tip of my tongue. I got it. It's the childhood friend who lives next door and always comes to wake up the main character. That's it. I feel relieved. What are you guys even talking about? Okay, let's eat some breakfast and it's off to school with you. Do your best! At school, each day has exams for 2 or 3 subjects. Since the tests have a direct impact on your grade, everyone's serious about them. As for me, no matter what score I get, it won't have any effect on my grades at my high school in my country. So in a way, I'm very at ease. Still, I don't intend to slack off either. But for the same reasons I struggle with my daily classwork, the exams are very difficult for me. Even in the subjects, Even if the subjects are the same, the scope of material covered can be different from my country. On top of that, all of the questions on the tests are full of kanji. When you get to high school level exams, the Japanese used on the tests is pretty hard on its own. First, I have to translate the question from Japanese and solve it, then translate my answer back into Japanese. The whole process takes up a lot of brain power. It wraps up around noon, so you can go home as soon as you're done. The first thing I do when I arrive home is eat lunch. Today, at Cotting's request, Aoi made seafood fried rice. The springy shrimp are so yummy. After eating, we all study together. After casually comparing the answers from today's exams, we're going to prepare for tomorrow's exam. Today, we're going over our answers for the English exam. I just realized something amazing, you guys! What is it, Karin-san? We're going to compare the answers we have on today's test, right? But the results already set in stone. So what on earth is the point here? Karin-chan, that's not a good way of thinking. Oh! And English too? Like, we live in Japan. It's not like we have to speak English. Karin-chan, here. Have something sweet and get your energy back. Want some cake? Do I want some cake? Hey, Sakura-chan! But what really is the point of comparing answers? The faster you review, the better. If you review immediately after the exam, the knowledge will be established more firmly in your memory. Huh? Hey, Sakura! Isn't the answer wrong for English question 3B? No, this should be correct. See, look, this question follows the same model as this one in the textbook. No way! No one actually speaks formally like this! Even so, the tests are made based around the content of the textbooks. That's irrational! Out of the 3 of them, Sakura is the best student with the highest grades. But then again, like, in Japanese classes too, a lot of them speak very formally and they teach very formal Japanese. So, it's not like it's all that surprising! It seems like she's good in pretty much every subject, though because of her condition, she often has to sit out in gym class, so that's the only class she gets mediocre grades in. Next, we prepare for the math test tomorrow. Sakura-chan, how do you solve this problem? First, you convert the equation like this. With all the parts you've solved so far, you can apply this formula. Wow, this is like magic! This is high school math, so unlike college math. It's essentially just combining the formulas written in the textbook. But I couldn't come up with this way of combining them. You should think of it like a puzzle. Use the patterns of the combinations of the formulas to solve the problems and commit them to memory. I see, like a puzzle, huh? I think I can handle that. I'll give it a shot. Always pretty well rounded at doing decent in all subjects. She's a bit skillful in the liberal arts like history and Japanese language, but she doesn't care for math or science that much or so much. Couldn't you solve this problem by doing this and then this? Huh, I've never seen that symbol. What? My butt's on. Please don't confuse Aoi-san. That's part of third-year students' curriculum. We haven't been taught this yet. Oh, I see. This way of solving it is easier, though. I'm a bit gifted when it comes to math. For math, I don't have any language comprehension issues either. I'm gonna build up my points here. By the way, if you solve it that way, I suspect it may be marked as incorrect. That's irrational. I mean, American math classes do the same thing, though! Ah! If you don't do it a certain way, they'll mark it wrong, and then it's like, why? I still got the answer, and it's just another way of doing it! Ah! I hated school, especially math, because of that kind of crap. I just realized something amazing, you guys. What's the matter, Karin-chan? Are we even gonna ever use math after this? All we usually use when buying stuff is like addition and subtraction, right? Is there any point to learning these formulas? Karin-chan is getting corrupted. I don't care. I'm gonna become a worldwide top artist. Yes, Karin-san, you're fine as you are. Right? Still, I admit I have my doubts. Sakura-chan, what use will math have for us in the future? Yes, well, for example, for Karin-san, let's say she goes on a tour overseas. What? Me? For example, it's likely that you may miss your connecting flight and have to take a rental car to your destination. Oh yeah, I heard a story like that from one of the higher-ups who went through it. She said she was really stressed. You have to calculate the remaining distance to your destination and figure out if you can make it. Do you think you could remain calm and calculate that? Oh yeah, I see what you mean. When you think about it that way, you have to do calculations. Well, I think normally the staff will do it for you, so Karin, you're fine as you are. I got it. I'll keep trying a bit more. Okay, I'm gonna make some chocolate milk for everyone. Sugar is important to keep your brain moving. Aoi! I mean it! You gotta marry me! Oh boy. And so, the exams that seemed like they would never end finally draw to a close. It's over! I stretch widely. Yes, I'm free! Yeah, it's finally over. Connie, what are you doing down there? Good work, everyone. Whoa! Connie-chan, something's coming out of your mouth. I think your soul is trying to fly away. I've thought this for a while, but isn't having people with different grades take the same curriculum kinda inefficient? It's a difficult issue. You could also say that if you gather people with different strengths, they can help motivate each other. Yeah, you could think of it that way too, couldn't you? I don't know about all that stuff, but I'm happy I'm in the same class as Karin-chan and Sakura-chan. Yes, exactly. Hey, and me? You're gonna leave me out? Oh, well, of course you too, my butt. I'm just an afterthought, aren't I? The end. Huh? It's the end of talking about studying. It's time for our fun summer vacation. Who cares about that stuff anymore? Yeah, Keakidai High is now has a long break over a month. Japanese summer is on its way. Yes, Karin-san, let's enjoy ourselves to the fullest. But I will try a little bit harder at studying and reviewing. I'm so excited for summer. What are your plans for summer break? The Karate Do Club will practice regularly through the summer break. Os, shisho, os. Next month there's a summer matsuri, or festival at Tomoe Shrine. There will be many food carts. The fireworks will be set off. It should be quite splendid. Wow, I can't wait! I want to go swimming when I have a day off. If not at the beach, then at least at the pool. I want to swim till I pass out. Sounds like the time has come to show off my swimming skills. I'm going to look forward to summer break. Seems like there's going to be a lot of fun stuff going on. But most of all, I can't wait for the school trip. Keakidai High's second-year students have a field trip during their summer break. We could choose from some famous tourist spots all around Japan. Everybody's deciding where to go with their friends. My butt, did you decide who you're going on the field trip with? No, not yet. Then, how about with us? Really? Is that okay? We're family, right? Even I wouldn't tease you so bad I'd leave you out. All right. A trip with everyone. This is gonna be great. So, did you decide where to go? When I asked that, the three girls turned and faced me. I think Osaka would be nice. You could pig out on yummy stuff and hear the Osaka dialect. The largest city in Western Japan, the district of delicious delicacies and comedy, Osaka. It's gotta be Okinawa. The emerald green beaches are just the best. I want to swim till I drop. The southernmost area of Japan, the subtropical eternal summer island of Okinawa. My mother is from Kyoto. I think I could guide everyone around some rustic temples. It's a wonderful place, abundant with history and tradition. 1,000 years of history, the original capital of Japan, Kyoto. They all sound awesome. I just don't know. The three of them stare at me. Do they? Hey, where do you want to go? I knew it. They want me to decide. Of course. That's not even an option. Ah! We're gonna go with AOI'S since we're on her route. Okay, let's go to Osaka. I want to stuff myself silly with takoyaki and okonomiyaki in their homeland. I'm gonna eat until I figure out their recipes, and then I'm gonna make them at home. AOI is plotting something and getting worked up. Well, majority rules, no hard feelings. Man, what should I do? I'm so excited. I don't think I'll be able to sleep tonight. I'm sure this trip will be very memorable. Let's make this a trip to remember. The three of them grin at my declaration. This summer is gonna be special. I can just feel it. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, we're going to Osaka. Oh man, too bad. You win this time. I admit, I feel a little more frustrated than I should. Osaka's gonna be tons of fun. I can't wait to hear the Osaka dialect. Well, I'm glad AOI's excited at least. Osaka! Lots of good food, and cheap too. I'm gonna try them all and then steal the recipes. Oh yeah? I can't wait! Yay! Kyoto is also quite renowned for their gourmet food. Traditional Japanese restaurants have got to be really expensive. Yes, I won't deny that. Sakura, enough whining already. Yes, I know. Really, I'm just being a wet blanket. Sakura-chan, you don't like Osaka? I apologize. It's just my personal opinion. Since Osaka and Kyoto are geographically close to each other, I must be feeling a little competitive. Oh, sure. I'm sure Osaka's a nice place. Sakura will like it too. Aoi makes a good point. Yes, I'll try to think positive like Aoi-san. All right, time to wake up at like 4 again or 5. Lately, after morning karate practice, I've made a habit of sitting down like this at the temple grounds and just spacing out. Aoi just goes right back to the dormitory without a second thought, though. I can really feel the gap in our base strength. Whew! I take some water from the temple water pavilion and splash it over my head. Oh, it feels so nice! Water is brought into the pavilion from a spring in the hills, so even in the summer it's cold enough to give me the shivers as if it was refrigerated. But man, I sure am getting tired of this basic practice. I wonder if she's gonna let me learn anything else anytime soon. Aoi! Oh, she's not here! I don't see Aoi in the living room. I listen carefully, and I can hear humming in the kitchen. It's still too early to make breakfast, though. Aoi is humming as she squeezes onigiri together. She washes her hands with salt water, takes some white rice and squeezes it into a triangular shape. She hollows out the center with her fingers and inserts fillings like roasted roe, dried plum, and canned tuna with mayonnaise, then covers them up. She's really handy at that. Oh, my butt! Ollie quickly pitter-patters over to me. My bud, do you like your seaweed crunchy or do you like it soft? Well, I like both. Okay, then maybe I'll just wrap half. Ollie sets aside half of the onigiri and wraps the other half with rectangular seaweed. Is this for lunch? Nah, these are just snacks. Snacks? I'll take one. So tasty. Ollie, make sure to make one with fish roe and mayo. Karin peeks into the kitchen and then starts snacking on the onigiri. I thought just having lunch at the amusement park might not be enough. Oh, I see. Today, to coincide with Karin's off day, or coincide, sorry, we made plans to go to an amusement park. So Aoi is preparing for the trip, huh? Oh, you're really a good homemaker, you know that? Huh? Oh, why are you looking at me like I just said something completely insane? Because you did say something insane. Come on, aren't you the one who does all the cooking, laundry, and cleaning at Tomoe Dormitory? But what I do is pretty messy. Messy? I grew up in a karate dojo, remember? I was always surrounded by tough guys. Like they want their food with quantity over quality and really strong flavors. Messy. I'm not good at making pretty sweets like Sakura-chan is. I still think you're a good homemaker though. Thanks, my butt, but you're just flattering me. But I appreciate it. I pat Aoi on the head. Huh? What? Aoi's a good girl. I hate it when people say that. This atmosphere is so nostalgic. This is my first time at an amusement park, so I'm really looking forward to it. We get off the train and arrive at the Center City Amusement Park, Shijimaen. The park is full of families and couples. There's a few groups of students like us here and there too. Okay, everybody, here you are. Aoi takes some pamphlets out of her bag and hands them out. A fun trip guidebook? It's a handwritten 8-page pamphlet. It has detailed information on recommended sites at Shijimaen, places to rest, what to do in case of rain, and more. Oh, you made these? I chose different recommended sites for everyone. I open up to the page with a big header saying recommended sites for my butt. Wow, a Japanese traditional haunted house. I wonder what it's like. So wait, where it says for my butt, does that mean she wrote each of these separately for all of us? I peek over at Cotting's pamphlet. Whoa, the page is totally different. Oh, an accessory shop, huh? What, they sell Usapi-chan goods there? I gotta check it out. By the way, Usapi-chan is the rabbit mascot character of Shijimaen. Oh my, a genuine cafe. It's British style. Their black tea looks quite authentic. Sakura seems particularly drawn to the British aspect. Her eyes light up. Wait a minute. Now that I look closely, the cover and content are all different too. Could it be? She did every one totally by hand? Oh, did you ever think of using a copy machine for this? Tomoe Dormitory is so far from the convenience store, so that would be a pain. How long did it take you to write all of these? 3 hours? It would definitely have been faster to walk to the convenience store. I pat Aoi on the head. Huh? What was that for? She's a puppy. No, she's a tanuki. Okay, let's have a lot of fun today. Man, my heart's still pounding. Shiji Man's Japanese style haunted house called Obake Yashiki is totally different from the ride style attractions at theme parks like Disneyland. You walk through a dark and creepy hallway on your own feet, heading towards the exit. As you walk, different gimmicks happen to surprise you. Depending on where you are, people also come out at certain times and threaten you with precise timing. Sorry. The scariest was the seemingly nothing there position. Your imagination goes wild, wondering what's going to pop out next as you stand on guard. And as soon as you let your guard down, it happens. The timing of that was absolutely perfect. Also, well, there's no such thing as ghosts. Ghosts aren't real. But that is all the time that I have for this episode, guys. So if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!